Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What's going on with you? I am your man, Kadon Sterling. This is Cars, Golf, and Cigars. And I thank you once again for being here. By the time y'all get this, we should be at 20,000 subscribers. So I'm just going to put it in the air and say thank you to everybody who subscribed, to all the 20,000 people that watch Cars, Golf, and Cigars. Some people may not think it's a lot, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it for real. As you can see right behind me, that's the topic of the day. C6 08 V8. It's a lot of eights. 348. No, I'm sorry. I'm being disrespectful. 438. Let's get it right. 438 horses. All right. Almost 480 torque. A beast. A true American muscle. A true American muscle car. And most importantly is mine. My 2008 V8 438 horses of I will kick yo. You got it? My Corvette is here. Stick with me. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Cars, Golf, and Cigars is your man, Kadon Sterling. Hey, thank y'all so much for being here. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, people. Hit the like button if you like what I'm doing. Word of mouth is how you build a brand. So I can scream it till my lungs collapse, but I can't do anything unless you, and you go tell somebody about what I'm doing here. Cars, Golf, and Cigars is a company that was created by me, a brand that was created by me, and it's owned by my company, Fearless Ambition Inc., which is a brand development company. That's what we do, okay? Don't forget, I got the shirts. You got to have one of these, man. If you ain't got one of these, let me show you what I'm talking about right here. Ownership and profits. It's real simple, straight to the point. Ownership and profits means I didn't come here for the small talk. I didn't come here for the yang. I really didn't come here for your feelings. I came here so we could talk about how we can do business, how we can network, how we can put something together, and how I can create opportunities for you, and you can create opportunities for me, and we can put something together to combine a goal that's going to create more income and a better way of life for both parties involved. It ain't take, it's take and give. Networking, that's what it's about. Ownership and profits, all right? Now, before we do anything, we gonna burn something, you feel me? Come on. Yay. Yes, that fat bottom Betty. Everybody was asking me. They was like, Kadon, where are all the cigar reviews? On Patreon, people. Cars, Golf, and Cigars is on Patreon as well. So, you go to Patreon, you put Cars, Golf, and Cigars in. All the cigar reviews will be on Patreon. Okay? There you go. Now, let's get to what we here for. Yeah. 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 2008 Chevy Corvette C6, 6th generation, LS3 engine. Like I said, you already know, way over 400 horses. Is that fast? Hell yeah. Is she a beast? Hell yeah. Do I need 1,000 horses? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm good with that. So I have now included her in my cool school car collection. That's what I call my car collection, people. Cool school car collection. There's 3 out here and there's 2 more in the back. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing my whole garage over and just have it say cool school in the back. I'm telling you, I'm putting some stuff together. Stick with me. It's going to be crazy when it's done. All right. But let's get to what I'm here for. This happens to be, let's talk finances. All right. Let's talk money. Now, if you're familiar with the auto market, you would know that right now, the auto market is incredibly expensive. Incredibly expensive. Cars just are incredibly expensive. And I'm talking used cars. All right? That's a used car. That's a used C6. There's no new C6s, okay? Because we had the C8 generation. And, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Pat with that Cincinnati Bengal orange C8. It's on the channel. Scroll down. You'll see it. Beautiful, beautiful Corvette. He actually sparked me into saying, I think I want one for myself. But I'm realistic. I'm a realistic person financially, just like all my other viewers are. I personally don't see me throwing $108,000 or $110,000 out the window for a new C8. Is it a collector's item? Yes. Mid-engine. First time Corvette ever did a mid-engine. Is it in my price racket? No, it's not. It wouldn't make sense for me to do that, money-wise. So I went with what makes sense for me. Now, I was in the market for the last 5-6 months. Sit down for a second, because this is going to be a little bit of a story, all right? And I want to enjoy my cigar. So sit down for a second. I was in the middle of looking around for Corvettes, doing my research, doing my due diligence, and realizing that they have went up inflation is a mother, right? They have increased in price so dramatically it's retarded. No disrespect, but that's just the word that I like to use. Okay? It really is. C6 Corvette, C7 Corvette, C8s. Let's not even talk about C8s. Let's stay between the C4 and the C6 or C7. Go to C5. C5 Corvettes, 1997, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. The C6 came around in 2005 and up. They're still selling for $20,000 on the average. I'm not lying. I seen a 1999 C5 listed for $17,500. It was clean, but it was $17,500 to me sound like $20,000. So I really figured I would have to settle probably for a C5, because I was saying to myself, the C6, especially the 6.2, okay, let's get it right. That's a serious engine right there. Especially that. $35,000, $34,999 in horrible condition. Horrible condition. Well, I ain't gonna say horrible. Bad condition, or not really clean. They still $19,999 with 160,000 miles. I just, literally, I was searching for 6-7 months. And I really thought I was going to have to settle for a C5. I found one for $11,000. And I said, I might have to try to get that one. I didn't really want to deal with the pop-up lights. I'm always worried about one light standing up, one light going down, and you got to fix them. But they are, it's a beautiful car. Just watching it, the silhouette of it, the curve of it, it's a beautiful fit. The C5 is beautiful. The C6 and the C7 are better. No disrespect to the C5 owners. I'm just saying, I'm being honest with you. Because if I bought a C5, I still would have said the same thing, but I bought a C6. So I said, I definitely am going to spend more money than I wanted to spend if I really want to get one of these cars. So I did what I didn't think I was going to do. I went to the auctions. Now, I know I said this last year. I said no more salvage cars because you go through way too much to try to get them registered. It's a lot you got to deal with. But I just couldn't see putting out $20,000 or better at one time, especially for a 20-year-old car. Or even a 15-year-old car, you know. But I understand the market right now. So, I'm not going to hold you up. I'm going to go through everything. Big shout out to my man, The Real Deal car dealer. My man, Vic. My man, Victor, he's located all over the country, but really out of New Jersey, New York, and Texas. He basically was the dealer that I use. That's one of my partners. That's one of my squares. Big shout out to my squares. Big shout out to all the squares and all the stars. We don't really give all the Masonic family the way, the respect that we should. So me, myself, Xena Lodge number 50, New Rochelle, you already know what it is. I want to, make sure I give all my brothers and all my sisters, their props and their respect, man. Now, call Vic up. I saw this. Actually, he saw a car and he sent it to me. He found a 2002. And I was like, I was willing to jump on it though, because of the price. I was like, but the front needed work, it needed paint, it needed all kind of things. But the price was all right. But it still wasn't catching me. It wasn't capturing my heart. It wasn't capturing my soul. But I was like, I might have to settle for that. But I knew whatever I bought, I wasn't buying anything else for a while. So part of me was like, I'm not going to settle. I deserve it. I want it. I work for it. I hustle for it. I'm going to get what I want. So I kept looking, and I found her. Black Beauty herself. Night Rider herself. Because she is blacked out from the headlights to the taillights. And I found her on IAA auction. They are not sponsoring this. I'm not affiliated with them, but that's where we got the car from. So I found it. I sent it to Vic. I said, yo, man, this is the one. He said, you sure? I said, nah, that's my car. You know something? At first sight, I said, that's my car. And when I saw the price, I said, I'm buying it. Now, it was more expensive than a 2002, of course. You seen it. No damage. No, I ain't got to do no reconstruction, no rebuilding. I ain't got to do any of those things to it. It's clean. Inside and out, it's clean. I'm going to tell you what is wrong with it, though, in a second. But when I checked it all out, it happened to be a repo. So basically, the repo basically told me this was really somebody's car. They didn't crash it. They just couldn't finish paying for it. The bank took it. The bank was just trying to get it off their books. The bank sent it straight to IAA to try to get it off their books. And as soon as the Amazon truck moved, don't worry. I guess we back. Okay, so the banks was just trying to get it off their books, right? So it had a buy now price. And I'm going to tell you all that towards the end. It had a bid price and a buy now. And if you're familiar with auctions, the buy now means we're going to cut out all the middlemen. We're not going to go back and forth. We're not going to negotiate. It's ownership and profits. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to just jump on the buy now. My man Vic was like, well, let's wait a couple of days. Maybe we'll get it for this price. And I said, if we wait 24 to 48 hours, this car's going to be sold. Because somebody out there is looking at it the same way I'm looking at it, and they're going to say, I'm buying it. I got the bread, let's go get it. I don't want to talk about it. Because I'm not going to find this car. I'm not going to find an 08 C6 under 100,000 miles. Completely clean. LS3 engine, 3LT spec'd out from the black and red leather interior with everything inside of it. Air conditioned seats, heated seats. It's the target top, which I wanted. I didn't want the convertible. You know. Heads up display. This is dressed down to the, matter of fact, I was saving something, but I'm going to show y'all this right now. This is what makes this car a little bit more valuable. I'm going to take a break, show you some more video, some more pictures of it, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, now, what makes it also more valuable, it still came with all of the original paperwork from 2008 in the glove compartment. That's when you know somebody took care of their car. All right, this might have been a one-owner vehicle. Not only did it come with that, the original window sticker from 2008. So let me tell you something about this right here. All right. 6.2 liter, 438 horsepower engine, transmission, 6-speed paddle. Okay, now let's go to the options. Everybody know what the car has in it, right? Whoever spec'd this vehicle out, they did the 3LT, excuse me, preferred equipment. That package alone was an extra $4,500. That came with the stereo, the 6 CDs, everything. The MP3 format, don't laugh at that MP3, okay? The Bose system, the 7 speakers, everything, okay? It got the heads-up display, the power telescoping steering wheel, heated seats, memory package, universal home remote, side impact airbags, driver and passenger seats are adjustable and power sport bucket seats with perforated leather insert power seats, adjusted passenger 6-way, luggage shade, parcel net, steering wheel radio controls, the wheels on her. These are the original wheels from 2008, and I'm not changing them, okay? The rim package alone was $2,000 back then, okay? Just to get the transmission on the 6-speed with the paddle shift, $1,200 extra. Two-tone, because it is black and red inside. You wanted the two-tone seats with embroidery with the Chevy, with the Corvette logo embroidered in the seats, $700. So just in options, the person put $8,300 in options of this vehicle. This vehicle was sold in 2008 for $55,250, brand new. If you try to get this car right now from a dealership and it's super clean and it has less miles than this has, because this has 90. So if you try to get it with less than this right now, you're going to pay $27,000 or better today. In 2008, it sold for $55,000. Now, 5 years ago, you probably could have got this car for $18,000. That's to show you how inflation has went up. But for me, it helped me out tremendously because I only paid $8,700. I'm just giving y'all time to think about that. All right. Do the math. I do math. All right. I wasn't great at everything in school, but I can count. Just got this into. I tell you, I share everything. Cars, golf, and cigars. Title, paperwork for the car, everything. Key fob, everything. It has another key to it also, but that's in the house. Now, I paid $8,700. Now, I can sell this car tomorrow for $17,000 if I want to. And it will get sold. I could probably sell this car tomorrow for 20 grand. I could take this car to a dealership tomorrow, and the dealership will probably give me 18 to 20 for it, because they're going to sell it for 25 easily. But I'm never selling it, so that's not going to happen, because this is going part of the cool school car collection. All right? So I'm going to burn this up, and then I'm going to take y'all inside. Welcome back. Like I said before, as soon as I seen it, I knew I had to have it. I knew it was meant for me. Now, I know you're saying, well, congratulations, Kadon. Some of you saying that, some of you don't really care. I understand. It's all right. But either way, I want to take y'all for a ride. But I can't. Now I'm going to tell you what's wrong with it. I told y'all this was a repo, right? What I found out also was it was also vandalized. They stole the cat convert. So there's no cat convert on this vehicle. So I just ordered one. So I got to wait for that to come in. And along with the cat convert, they stole the starter, so it don't start. Everything works in this car. Everything. The heated seats. There's nothing electronically that's wrong with this vehicle. I had the engine checked. There's nothing wrong with the engine. There's no starter. And the starter and the cat converter, if you go under the vehicle, they're right next to each other. So when they cut out whatever they was cutting out to steal, whatever they was stealing, I mean, somebody had to probably take this to a shop and do it, because you can't get under the car. So they probably took it there. Or, you know what? What I'm thinking is, whoever owned it knew they was going to get repoed and just try to salvage what he or she thought they could and took it to a shop and then left it. Had to. Or it was done someplace else. I'm not saying the auction place, but I'm just saying someplace had a lift. Because you're not getting under this car to take a cat. You got to lift this up. So someplace had a lift, and they took out professionally the cat and the starter. Now, I know you're saying, okay, that's going to be expensive. It can be. It really can be. But for the price that I bought the car, even if I put $2 or $3 grand into it, because I want it sounding right. I don't want it sounding like a motorcycle. It's not a Harley. I want it sounding like a Vette. Okay? For the price, if I had to put that money into it, I'm still up in value. It's still so much equity in this vehicle that this is actually a smart purchase. This has now become an asset. It's not a liability. It's not a liability because there's no car note. It's not a liability because there's no heavy maintenance. I just got to replace what was stolen, and then she's great. And every once a year, probably do tires, because you're going to run through tires on this car. You know, maintenance-wise, think about it. This is probably the most reliable sports car in the country. Has to be. Because I don't see, and I've never heard of, and I'm a big Lamborghini guy, right? I'm a big Lamborghini fan. I've never seen a Lamborghini with 600,000-700,000 miles on it. There is a Corvette in the Corvette Museum right now, I believe, and I might be wrong, but I believe it has 700,000 miles on it, man. I saw them selling Corvettes with 214,000 miles, running and driving. Now, the things that you got to look out for, because I want to be very transparent, so even with these cars, even though this is, listen, the LS engines are the best sports engines in the country, period, okay? But the automatic transmission fluid in this car, especially in this series, this model, these years, from 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way probably to 11 or 12, you have to change those at least. You got to flush that at least twice a year. Once a year to twice a year. You have to do it. You know, we all got cars that we don't flush those. We don't flush those fluids. We don't. We know we don't. You know what I mean? These cars, you have to. You have to stay on top of your maintenance, and the car will last you forever. You know? I mean, any car will last you probably almost forever, but especially the automatic transmission fluid, especially. But besides that, I'm a happy man. Okay? So, expect a lot of more episodes that's going to be done with this vehicle right here. For real. All right? I thank y'all so much. My name is Kadon Sterling. Don't forget we are on Patreon as well. Cars, Golf, and Cigars on Patreon. You can see all the things that you can't see here on YouTube. So I do appreciate it. All right. Thank you.